Conformity Antidote. Run, little snowflakes. Run.
And welcome back to Conformity Antidote, and welcome to our Veterans Day special.
Oh, yes. Hello. Veterans Day.
Here we go. Although you can't see the Air Force because it's behind his big fat head.
There it is. Right there. You might.
All right. Well, welcome, because I am Cuz.
And I am Taxi.
And we are your gurus of spiritual enlightenment.
Sorry.
Welcome
everybody
to our veterans.
Yes.
A lot of people say veterans.
Just say vet.
Vet Day special. Vet
Yes.
Day. All right, so I turned the monitor off for the intro, so it wouldn't conflict with what we're doing. So if anybody couldn't hear that, let me know.
I think it did, because I don't know if you saw the bottom. It was you saw the little thing going. I think
That's
it
what
was
I
all
think.
right.
I
it
was
all right.
I was thinking we were all right, but you know what?
I think so.
You just never know. So,
But if anybody's watching, let us know if it came across.
oh, look at Miss Jolene, go Air Force.
That's not like
whatever.
go Air Force.
Air Force.
Mm.
Oh, we got something about that coming up anyway.
Yes. A little antidote.
Yeah. But anyway, so we would like to give a salute to our fellow veterans.
Yes.
And thank you, especially for those that paid the ultimate price,
Right,
and are no longer here with us. So,
and you know, and the biggest thing is I if I'm not mistaken, obviously I don't think there's any more World War I vets, if I recall.
I doubt it.
And and World War II vets are like every year. You know, it just makes you like when time goes by and how many vets are passing away of just old age and what have you.
Well, like like World War II, they're starting to get like all the World War II like memorials and stuff. There's hardly, well, I don't say hardly, but those that are attending that are actually World War II are
right. They're like
decreasing
in
quickly
in their 90s or whatever.
Yeah.
So then we have like the Korean War guys and our Vietnam vet guys, and we're gonna be we're right in line with them. So
we ain't too far behind. That's
that
for damn
right.
sure. We go. We got 1 foot in the grave. So
Yes.
so Tex was Air Force. I was Army. Combat veterans, and
Yes.
so if those of you that aren't veterans, if you see a veteran, you tell them, you say thank you for your service, right? But with like Vietnam veterans, we also like to add in welcome home.
Yes.
Because they got such a rash of crap because them stinking hippies.
What's peace, man? Love.
Boom.
Well, they shooting,
Flushing them down the toilet too. That's them flushing their drugs.
Oh,
because the cops are coming. Set off a little bouncing Betty. All right, but yeah. So some of a lot of the Vietnam veterans didn't get a welcome home. So if you, like I said, if you see them, thank them for the service and welcome them home too, because that's. I actually did that to a dude in where was it? I want to say Walmart or Target or something, because he had on the Vietnam veterans hat, and I told him welcome home. Dude teared up like right there.
Really?
Yeah. So
that's awesome.
It is. So yeah, guys, just pay the respect. They're doing what their country asked them to do. So, show them respect.
Show them some love.
Yeah.
Now it's funny. Cuz and I were talking earlier. I think we got to a point though where I think it's great that the recognition that vets are getting, but I think to some extent we're starting to kind of go a little overboard. And we were sitting there talking. They showed on these TV commercials with the little kids. They're seeing their parents come home and they're crying and they're hugging them. And it's like it turns out they did like a 3-month tour in Germany. And it's like, are you serious? I've been to Germany
when I was down a notch.
Yeah, exactly. Well, I was in Germany. We did a couple 2-week stints there when I was in the reserves. And I'm going to tell you right now. That was a vacation. I wish I would have been stationed in Germany. And it's like they're like making it seem like this big deal. It's like, oh, we missed you. It's like you just came back from Europe. Okay, congrats or welcome back.
I mean, granted, Nick, you are spending time away from your family. I mean, that we do respect.
Yes.
But let's not. It's not like you just came off the front lines,
right? Compared to we were watching football earlier today, and they had a camera crew in Kandahar, Afghanistan. So you're talking Kandahar, Afghanistan, and Ramstein Air Base, Germany. There's a little bit of a difference. So that's what I'm just saying. So
yeah, because when you're in Kandahar, you're strapping on some ammo. You're in Ramstein, you're strapping on the Stein.
Yes. Bitter.
Especially Oktoberfest. I know Oktoberfest can get a little hairy.
Right. You got that right.
So,
So anyway, but happy Veterans Day to everybody.
Happy Veterans Day. So, excuse me.
Pardon me.
Oh. So what we thought we would do for a little bit of Veterans Day is we thought we would give you a couple stories of some of our stupid ass.
Right. Imagine
stuff.
we're a cousin and I are getting ourselves ready for when we go sit at the American Legion and we start telling all these old stories. I remember when, baby. Do you remember this in the war? I remember this. So we're getting ready.
Yeah.
We're prepping ourselves.
Yes, we are.
But our stories have a different slant.
They got a slant, all right. So do you want to go first?
You go ahead. We'll go in order here.
All right, so I'm going to go. Well, I just put it. It's in Anyway, so one story I wanted to talk about was Drill Sergeant Robinson. So I had a drill sergeant in basic training. His name is Drill Sergeant Robinson. He was a black dude. He was about, I'd say, every bit of 5 foot. Right. Oh yeah, he's a tiny dude. So he's 5 foot tall, had the most bloodshot eyes I've ever seen. And anyway, so he would always, so we we're waiting for everybody to show up for formation, and he's like looking at his feet, and he keeps going down looking at his feet. I mean, he would do this for like 5 minutes. So finally one day I said, Drill Sergeant, I said, why do you keep doing that with your feet? Okay, now Drill Sergeant Robinson was an old black dude that likes to suck his teeth. And he would put like an ESSSSS on the back of your name. So your name well, anybody knows me. My last name's Hickman. He wouldn't go Hickman. He would go Hickman's. So I'd say, Drill Sergeant, what are you doing there with your feet? He said, Hickman's? Let me tell you something, boy. He said, you get your feetses right first thing in the morning, rest of the day ain't nothing but gravy. What?
What the hell did you
say? What the hell are
you
talking about?
And what is that? Yeah, okay.
So in Drill Sergeant, so in his own way, okay, I actually love Drill Sergeant Robinson because he's a drinker too, though.
Oof.
But anyway, in his own skewed way, what he's saying is, so when you go into the military, one of the first things they teach you is how to stand at attention, whatever, with your feet are at a 45-degree angle, right? So basically what, in his own warped way, what he's saying is if you do the basic thing correctly first thing in the morning, then you set your mind to do everything correctly from that point on. Do you buy that one?
No. It sounds good though. That's like a bunch of shit.
That's what he was always doing. He was like, hey, why don't you go take your ass down the motor pool and get you one of them trucks, bring them around here and go get some supplies.
I'd be like, okay, pygmy.
Oh, we didn't say that.
He's like 5 feet tall.
He is about. He's everything 5 foot tall. I don't know if he made 5 foot.
That's all right. My drill instructor I think he stood about 5'3", and the first time he chewed me out, he stuck the brim of his hat right in my chest. All I saw was the top of his hat as he's yelling at me. I'm standing there at attention, and he's basically chewing out my chest. What did I tell you, Airman? I told you to give me a reporting system. Don't you ever talk. Yes, sir.
That was
I'm talking.
That was Air Force. Did they yell at you in the Air Force?
Back then.
Okay.
They don't anymore. Well, they don't anymore.
They don't do anything anymore.
I know. I got a stress card. Don't yell at me.
I am stressed.
Don't yell at me. Okay.
I'm just gonna go home. All right.
Okay. So anyway,
you want to do one?
No, go ahead.
All right. Well,
I only got one, so.
Well, you can do as many. All right. So.
I know, but I interjected on that one, so.
Well,
my little.
That's fine. That's good. You can interject all of them. All right. So the next one is.
This is all you, though.
This is all me. This is not necessarily one I'm proud of, but. Circumstances be what they may.
Mm-hmm. I want to hear this one. I haven't even heard this, so I want to hear it.
So we were in Iraq, all right? So we're out in the field running missions, this, that, and the other, all right? So we came back to...
now, this was during Desert Storm, correct?
Right. So we came back to the rear, whatever the hell you call it. I don't even call it.
Echelon.
Yeah, because we weren't even there.
FOB.
Yeah, FOB. So we're... we're going to get resupplied and everything else. So the rest of me and the guys were like, I'm not going back out unless I have a shower of some way, shape, or form. Ain't happening. Because we've been washing pits and buckets and holes with baby wipes for the last 3 weeks. So we said, all right, we're gonna go take a shower. So anyway, of course all the rear guard, as I call them, because they're little bitches. They're taking up all the showers. They get a shower every day if they want.
Right.
Anyway, there's freaking lines, and we're like, and so our platoon leader is like, hey, he said 20 minutes and we're out. So we're like, damn. So we said, you know what? Here's what we're gonna do. So we went and snagged, the water 5-gallon water
jugs.
Cans.
Yeah. Cans.
Yeah. So we grabbed about 5 of those. So we said, it ain't dignified. This is what we're going to do. So we went down in a dark place where there wasn't any people. So we stripped down, buck naked. So one of us would hold the bucket up and and then one of us would, soap up real quick, pour, switch, everything else, right? So, and the reason we all stripped down naked, it's because, we like to meet gays, but well, the reason we all sit down because you don't have time to sit there and wait, get your clothes on, we got to get it and go.
Look,
so
we all did that. Hey, we all did the whole basic training thing where you had the big community shower, and you're like nuts to butts in the shower anyway. So it's like
nuts to butts. I haven't heard that in a long time. So anyway, of course as Cuz is getting. So they poured it. I got wet. I'm soaping up. Next thing I hear is, okay, hot! And I just, snap to attention. Well, I was in the 101st Airborne. It is the 101st Airborne Division Commander.
What?
Walking through. He was
down there in your little...
Well, he's inspecting all the supplies and the rear guard and everything else. He's inspecting everything.
I thought y'all hid yourselves away.
Well, we did. He just had to be walking through. So he walks through, and it's then they said, Division Commander on the deck, and you're like, whoosh, and so I salute him. He walks right in front of me. He says, "Soldier, what the hell are you doing? Oh, and when I say salute, it was with the hand.
I know. Oh, at least you didn't give him. Did you give him the double salute?
No, I did not. Because you know what? It was a little cold out there, so I couldn't have saluted anyway.
He probably looked down and he'd be like, you need a little.
Okay, that might have been the Air Force.
Don't tell me. I know.
I know you
all had him.
So anyway,
Chelsea Manning where was that? Where did that creature come from?
Rear guard.
Army. Yeah,
Rear
but it was
guard.
Army. I'm just saying.
The rear.
In the rear, all right.
So he's like, soldier, what the hell are you doing? So I explained to him exactly what was happening. We were been forward deployed for 3 weeks, just sitting there. He goes, all right. I like the ingenuity. Carry on.
Thank you, sir.
And I'm still butt naked.
All lathered up.
I was lathered up.
I'm surprised. And probably after he left, I'm surprised your platoon commander come down. It's like, let's go. We gotta go now.
Well, I got this, but then there was probably a couple weeks later, our command sergeant major said, "Son, division commander seemed to tell me that you saluted him buck naked." I said, "Yes."
Well, I mean,
I'm all about military courtesy.
I mean, what were you supposed to do? I would have done the same thing. I mean, you're young. You don't know any better. I'm not going to salute.
You gotta respect the rank in or out of uniform.
Right. And then exactly. Here. You goofball.
All right. Won't you hit one?
Huh? All right, I'll tell my story.
Oh, wait a minute. Oh,
what?
I got stuff for yours, though.
What? What now?
I get you because you said picnic table. Oh,
is that a picnic table?
Well, that is like I would consider an army picnic table.
Well, no. We had a.
Hold on. Okay, hold on. That's army picnic table. Hold on. Let's get an Air Force picnic table.
Oh, I see where this is going.
Boom! There we go.
You know what? Actually, that's not far from the truth. So we didn't have the overhang.
Oh, you did with the with the lights.
No, we didn't have the lights
and the little outdoor grill.
Well, they had those. Well, anyway.
I'm sure they did.
This is my story.
Yeah, go ahead.
All right, so we were over at Kirkuk Air Base in Iraq, and actually, it was like a joint air base. It was a joint base. We had the Air Force had one side, the Army had the other side, and in the center, that's where you had your burger. Yes, and everybody's gonna laugh, but those of you that have recently been in OIF and over in Afghanistan, you know what I'm talking about. But that's where the Burger King was, Pizza Hut, the BX. The Army had a beauty salon. There was a barber shop, and the Turkish guys had set up a little hookah shop, not hooker, hookah.
It's just
Gary.
Yeah, they had all that there.
Yes, on the base, and they had them at a lot of the bases. But yes. So anyhow,
all right.
So it was in the evening time, and basically there was a coffee place called Green Beans. It was called Green Beans Coffee. So anyway, we were over there in the evening, and we were sitting around the picnic tables having our green bean coffee, and there was a bunch of other picnic tables. Army guys, were all like off sitting there eating stuff and off to the side or whatever. Well, I guess we had this new person that just showed up about like a week or so ago, and she was sitting there at the table or whatever. Well, all of a sudden we heard this noise. Now, what the biggest issue that we faced there, being on the FOB, was the insurgents would fire random rockets into the base, and they'd be outside the base and they just shoot them, hoping and praying they'd hit something. So every now and then you'd hear these noises. Exactly. I'm having flashbacks when you're doing that. I almost went under the table. Don't do that again.
It was like fireworks, wasn't it?
So anyway, we're sitting there, we're all sitting around talking, having a good time or whatever, and there's distant noise, and The only thing we hear is this brand new person. She was like, holy cow, that's a rocket coming in. So she says it loud, and we all start running. And a bunch of guys are going underneath the picnic table. Now, granted, this is a wooden picnic table. The next thing I know, they have these Texas barriers up, and we're trying to hide behind these Texas barriers, not knowing where this sound's coming from. A couple people hide behind the buildings where they had the store set up. Well, they were like 10 buildings. I mean, like a rock could go through these buildings. So we're hiding behind them. And next thing you know, we're all sitting there scurrying around, and we look out, and everybody at the picnic tables out on the other side of the platform there, sitting there staring at us like, what the hell are those?
You mean the Army side?
They're like, what are those Air Force guys doing? And they're like, are they is it a drill or something like that? I mean, we look like complete idiots. And we're like hiding. It was like hiding. It's like there's like a bomb coming in, and you're like hiding under like a piece of paper. You're like, because you didn't know what else to do. You were just trying to take cover under something. And we cussed this girl out. It was just terrible. And then we had a laugh afterwards. After she left, after we cussed her out and said we told her to go piss off. We had a laugh about it later, but all these Army guys are just, and there's a guy walking out of Burger King carrying his Whopper and stuff like that, and he's like looking over us like, what the hell is wrong with you guys? I know.
Cussing. You look.
See? You dumb. I got you. Bad. But it's sad. It was kind of terrifying at the time because. It happened. We had so many times. As a matter of fact, the third day I was there, I was waiting outside the mess hall, and what I would do is I was like assistant flight leader out there. So I would come over during chow hall and let the guys go in to get their food, and I'd stay outside and watch their weapons, so they didn't have to take all their like 249s and stuff like that inside.
The Air Force had weapons?
Yes, we had weapons.
I'm just asking.
We have big guns. Big. Oh, we have big. Oh, they big. No, we all fly planes. We all had our planes.
No, I didn't think you all fly planes, but I didn't know if everybody had a weapon.
We have weapons. Anyway, enough. Don't be hating. So anyway, my commander sees me. She's off, and she's going in line, and she sees me, and she waves to me, and she comes running over to talk to me. We're sitting there talking. Next thing you know, we happen to hear this noise, and we look up, and I shit you not, a rocket was flying like right above our heads, and it was so surreal. It was like out of a movie, and we watched it, and it went, and it hit in the parking lot right across the street. And all you saw was all this dust and stuff go up, and we're just like, we look at each other like, holy shit. And it was like our third day there. So right there, that puts you on the edge. The whole trip, you're on edge. You're on edge the rest of the time. So when she sat there and she's like, I think I hear a rocket. Everybody hide. And we all hid, and the Army's like, what are they doing over there?
Did the Air Force?
Oh, that's Air Force over
Did
there.
the Air Force got in a big fight?
So
I'm just kidding.
I know, but that was my story. There wasn't a whole lot to laugh about over in Iraq, but I do look back at that now. That was kind of funny. I could have smacked her. Oh, it was terrible.
The crap out of
but
her.
what was funny is my chief, who's like I think the chief master, or he's like an E9 or whatever. He was older than I was and big. He was taller than I was, and he weighed about like 300 pounds. Huge. The guy was huge. And you watch him trying to hide underneath the picnic table. That was worth the price of admission. And then you had these people trying to squeeze behind these Texas barriers. I was one of them, and there was no way I was getting behind that Texas barrier because it was like right up against this berm. I'm like, I was a lot skinnier then. I couldn't even slide there. So I was the idiot that hid behind the trailer.
The fence post?
No, I hid behind the trailer with just the layer of aluminum.
That thing would have shredded and caused twice the damage in your body.
I know.
You're silly. You're silly.
I know. It was terrible.
Air Force.
So, leave Air Force alone now.
Hello.
And if that girl is ever watching again, yes, she'll get hers.
She's gonna get hers. All right. Last
story
one.
Before we move into our current events.
So last story I had is where we were flying in a Blackhawk. We flew everywhere. We didn't. I will say that's one of the good things is we didn't have to march or trudge anywhere. We flew everywhere we went. Yeah. Anyway, we're rapid deployment. You know how it is. Anyway, so we were flying in this helicopter, Blackhawk, and what would happen is we were actually going to go have like some time off, right? So we actually had filled a bunch of water balloons, and we were going to launch because they had like scorpions and everything else that you could see climbing the rocks. So we like take the water balloons, and we had one of those big water balloon launchers with the surgical. What do you call it, tubing? Because it took like two. So there a person on each side would hold it like this, and then one person would, and we would like try to shoot snakes and all kind of crap with it. Anyway, so we're running through and everything, and then we come across a detachment of Marines having a picnic.
Oh, I say, are those weenies almost done a gunny? Oh, I think so. Give me about give me about 3 minutes there. Actually, they don't talk like that. They'll be like,
they don't.
Huh? What? What?
So we're flying, and they see out. And so you had like a door gunner, and whoever's commanding NCO was on the other. So I was on the other door, and I'm like, and I see the Marines, and I said, "Oh crap!" So we had the pilot. We called him. His name was, what was his name? Captain
Dan
Allen or something like that. We called him Captain Crunch, and because he was a combat pilot, man. He'd go full pitch, boom. He would just like boom, bounce the nose off the ground.
Right,
he was
mess you all up in the back.
Oh, your nuts would be in your shoes. But that's what you want. You don't want somebody to taxiing around and like me. Get the F out of here.
Let's get the hell out of here.
So anyway, I turned to him. I said, hey, Captain, there's a Marine picnic going on. I said, permission to engage. We have ammunition. And he didn't know really what we had. He goes, he says, could you repeat that? Sergeant, what ammunition do you? I said, water balloon, sir. He goes, oh shit, coming around. So we put the tubing on each side of the door. We had the other guy, he was in a harness. So he's like leaning out the other side, other door. So the captain would come around like this, and he would bank it, whoop, like, whoosh, and we were, we were shooting water balloons. And of course, you couldn't hit him in the head because we're up. I don't know how many. We're about 50 feet or something. He was flying low, so he would come in fast, and he would bank it, and it would.
What were they? What were the Marines doing? Did they just like? Were they just
well,
still sitting there like?
At first, they were like,
"What's that? What are they doing?" And then when they got pelted, I bet you the first person got pelted with that water balloon.
We tried not to hit anybody because you could probably do some damage.
Well, yeah.
So we were just trying to hit like, they had like they had like a, like a almost like a pavilion structure type thing, and so we were just like.
We always picked on the Marines.
I know for a fact, as Lord is watching, I know for a fact we hit the dessert table.
I bet you that sent them over the edge.
Oh my god! And it was like, I said, sir, you better hit it before they get the tail number.
What is it about the Marines? We always picked on the Marines.
I love the Marines.
I know.
We love everybody. Seriously,
we do. We all pick on each
kid,
other.
But everybody is a brother. Doesn't matter what service you are.
We all dog each other out.
Yeah, even the Coast Guard.
Well, I was gonna say, especially the Coast Guard.
Yeah, but you think about all the drug runners that they have to go up against and stuff like that.
They do
even those crazy son of bitches that go out in that bad weather and rescue people
in
on
hurricanes and shit.
Yeah, and on what's that? Deadliest Catch up there in the freaking where it's because I tell you what, those guys got some freaking balls.
You got that right.
Anyway.
I couldn't be on the water like that. That's one of the reasons. There was two reasons why I didn't even think about the Navy. One, being on the water that long.
Yes.
Two, the uniforms. I just couldn't do the whole. I honestly, when I was looking to go in to the service, there was two things that were my determining factor.
Yes.
One is how much PT I'd have to do. I was lazy. So that almost kind of did the Army and Marines out right there. So then three, even though we did a lot in the Air Force, but not like they did in the Army, but three was the uniforms. And there was no way I could be sitting there dressed up like I just walked off the Cracker Jack box. Ahoy, mateys!
Heidi-ho!
With the big old bell bottoms. And then it was even worse. And it got confirmed when I was stationed at Andrews. My reserve unit was out of Andrews. And we had a lot of Navy guys on the reserve side. We'd be in the mess hall eating, and they'd have their name. They wear their dungarees, and they had their names on their butt. And I always wondered why. I was like, why do they have their names on their butt? And my one CO looked at me. He's like, because that way when they're bent over, you know who it is. For the longest time, I believed him. Walker.
Well, that's where the phrase "Hello Sailor" came from.
All right, we pick on the Navy, but we love you.
Yes,
we love the Navy.
But you don't say "Hello Sailor." You say "Hello Sailor." What did Big Mike say? We did have your A-10. A-10 is my absolute favorite jet. So fun fact for you. When I was actually getting out of the military, there was a huge discussion about moving the A-10 inventory over to the Army, which would have been out because the A-10 is like a tank killer.
Yeah,
but I guess it never happened, which would have been cool.
No, it wouldn't.
It would have been cool.
You wouldn't know what to do with them. Well, our pilots would have went with them, so it wouldn't have been no big deal. I like the B-2 bomber myself.
Yeah, and then if your pilots came over, it'd probably be a little bit of.
I don't think so.
Yes, I do so.
Our pilots are awesome.
I know.
Well, for the most part.
I know when we did, because we actually did training with the A-10s, and I worked on the Cobra helicopters, and I know for a fact we were out in the field the whole time, and they took the Air Force support people, put them up in the Ramada.
Actually, exactly. Don't hate.
It's not hate.
Yes, it is.
Are you military or are you not? Are you going to go in the field? You going to do your thing or not?
We are military that's well looked after. It's funny because we talk about this and we need to move on to current events.
Yes, we do.
I told Cuz.
It's not military.
I told Cuz that we'd be doing all these field exercises or whatever like that, and we'd be sitting there talking, and I said, yeah, we were out, we dug foxholes and stuff like that, because my job was to guard. We were set up to defend the air base. So he's like, well, what'd you do for food? Was it MREs or whatever like that? It's like, well, we have MREs we ate in the afternoon, but in the evening they set up. Actually, we had prime rib. That's what they called them. They were like attachment of CE, but they would set up a kitchen. And the one night we had steak, baked potato, and corn in there in the field. So we walked back to our foxholes with steak and baked potato.
Oh, don't drop it. Don't get that dirty.
Well, we were already dirty. Our hands were dirty.
My goodness.
I know.
I'm sure. How long were you out there?
But we had forks and knives. Napkins.
How long were you out there?
Like a week.
Oh my goodness gracious me.
But I was.
How should they treat you guys like that?
I want to tell you right now. That's
insane.
That's just the Air Force. Look, the Air Force knew how to look after their people. I saw, and I do feel for the Army, because when I was over in Kirkuk for OIF, and I had to work at the Army TOC at least once a week, and I would walk in there, and they all looked like they were like hit upside the head with a club. It was terrible. They were working them like dogs. They had no days off, nothing like that, and it was awful. So I do feel for them.
All right, we gotta get ready.
But anyway,
let me just do one little thing real quick.
One little thing,
because we did do maneuvers with them, and we'd clean off the little. They come out and we take a little rag and clean off something so they wouldn't get dirty. However, so then we went to.
Thank you.
Then we went to yes. And they, like I said, I will say this: they were going to put them up in this is at Fort Campbell. They're putting them up in the best barracks that we had, which is like I think a 2-3 man room, whatever it was. Something we would have killed for. And their commander, I don't know who your jackass guy's in charge with. He's like, my men aren't staying here. Put them out in the Ramada. After us, opened our home.
Right.
I'm like, you Anyway,
but that was awfully nice of you, though.
It was.
It's the gesture that counts.
Oh, believe me, we got into a few fisticuffs out in the field with these ladies. We would they backed down, of course, every time because they knew they
hated
their ass kicked.
But
however, what I was getting ready to go, what I was alluding to, is then we went to their base and did maneuvers, still out in the field, mind you. However, one day we got to come in and go to a Air Force chow hall.
And you were like, you thought you were at like
I thought we were at Disney World. We go there and we got the guy's cooking food and he's like, what kind of meat do you want? And we're like, what? He's like, what kind of meat do you want? I got steaks going here, I got pork chops here, I got fried chicken. We're like, nobody's ever asked us that before. We're like, so we stood there and he's like, you're holding the line up, and we're just like he's like, you guys can come back and get seconds. We're like we can come back and get seconds. He's like, yeah, go eat that.
It's like an Oliver.
Yeah.
More, sir? Can I have some more?
He's like, yeah, just come back up and you get whatever you want. We're like, okay. You
didn't know what to do with yourself.
So we got steak, and then I went back and got fried chicken.
I'm telling you.
Anyway, I give the Air Force a lot of crap, but I tell you what, they got a damn good chow.
Yeah.
Woo!
And I will say this: we actually, the Air Force was over in Iraq. We were the ones that actually. It was through Halliburton, which we're not going to talk. We're not going to get into all that. But Halliburton, yeah. But they did do the dining facility services over in Iraq, and it was actually paid for by the Air Force. So it was a good spread. And the Army really, when they came back in, they liked it.
Sure they did.
I'm sure they did too. And there was a lot of fat Army dudes over there too.
Well, they weren't.
Like, you need to stay away from that table over there.
I'm gonna say, shoot, nobody. I was.
I mean, we already know there's fat.
Nobody in our
guys,
forward deployed, man. We were like Auschwitz. All right,
that's not anyway.
So you see enough of our stories. Real quick, when I'm talking about Auschwitz, see this fat. Think of this at 132 pounds.
I know. I wasn't.
132 pounds. Anyway, all right, let's get on.
Yes. So that's our story.
Veterans Day.
Yes, and thank you, David and Mike. Yes, you are correct. He is a hater. Thank you guys for watching. And
that's
thank
what
you.
You know what?
What?
That's what keeps me warm at night.
What?
My hate.
I bet.
I'm just saying, man. You just go halfway. Get out there and do something instead of
we do.
We like
have the best of both worlds. All right,
get off
that. We gotta have this discussion for Memorial Day or something like that.
No, because then that's when they're all dead.
I don't. Well, Well,
I'm not gonna make fun of somebody when they're dead.
Or Armed Forces Day or whatever that is. Okay, so let's move on. Car events.
Arbor Day.
Arbor Day. Well, he planted
trees.
Okay, planted a tree, and I hugged one. Okay, ready?
Yes.
Silky.
Shaniqua.
I know.
All right.
So, current events.
Okay, let's move on with current events. And what do we have? Here we go. Bow. Oh!
Hey!
Hello,
everybody.
It's the caravan.
Is that them?
That's one. That's some of them.
Stop it.
Okay, so this is the caravan that's coming up. All right. So here's the thing. So the caravan is on its way. They're in Mexico right now. They're in Mexico City. Okay. So obviously we reported before that some of the caravan. Quit looking at your watch.
I'm not.
You look at that watch one more freaking time.
I'm not.
What does that have to do with anything, stupid?
All
right.
Like pressing the move.
So they. And you know what? You're going to be off limits on the buttons.
Just tell you. Come on.
I'm trying, but you keep interrupting.
I didn't interrupt you.
You did.
I didn't say Worthen. You're the one that wants to shoot me.
You shoot, fire, and aim. All right. So there's the migrant caravan that's coming up. So now, like we reported before, like a lot of them are dispersing because either one, they don't have the support of the Democrats that are supporting some of them. And yes, that is true. Go look it up. So right now they're talking about there's 4,500 right now sitting in Mexico City. All right. And right now they're at the since Monday they've been sitting at the Jesus Martinez Stadium. That's not Jesus right there.
I know.
So at the Jesus.
Oh, you get some redneck. That they were camped out to Jesus Martinez.
Jesus Martinez. All right. So, and here's the thing. Okay, so they're there. It's a temporary place for them. It's a safe environment, according to them, where there's volunteers, city employees, and other officials have been dishing out aid in the form of clothing, food, and legal advice. Okay, and here's another thing that we reported before. Mexico has offered them amnesty, right? And so, but they don't want amnesty in Mexico. They want amnesty in the U.S. So, like we discussed before, and I won't get on my soapbox. If they wanted amnesty, they would accept it from wherever they got it. But they're not. They're continuing to want to come up here. So my point is, they're getting supplied food, water, all the stuff in Mexico, which Mexico, they always say Mexico doesn't care about the people. Well, apparently they're taking care of them, and they've offered them amnesty. So what's the problem? Why you got to keep rolling up this way?
Well,
especially flying that freaking Honduran flag.
If I had a choice between Mexico and the United States.
I get that, but that's not the point. If the point is you're just worried about getting amnesty and getting out of a crappy environment. Now, granted, Mexico's not exactly Shangri-La, but if they're already offering you amnesty right there, you don't take a risk of anything else. You say, I go ahead and take and accept the amnesty.
But they want to come to the big PX. They want to come to the big PX.
We don't.
Not the small PX. Not the shopette.
The door's
They want to come
closed.
to
the PX. The door's closed. We're closed.
they're waiting for opening hours. My comment about the whole migrant thing. It's a messed up situation all the way around. But what really kills me is I saw a commercial on HBO. You know, they do their like Vice, which is like their news thing or whatever. And they talked to this woman, you know, she was supposedly some sort of lawyer or whatever, and she's like, they all need to be brought in and have their due process and stuff like that. And you know what? I sat there and yelled at the TV, and I'm like, well, you know what? That's fine, lady. How about if you bring a bunch and they stay at your house while they're waiting for amnesty? My biggest problem with these uppity celebrity liberals that are talking all this shit, they're like, bring everybody in and we'll deal with it later, because they know that these people are going to be nowhere near their neighborhood. They're like, come on in, we'll take care of you, but don't come in my neighborhood. We had this discussion before, because we know that these rich elitist liberals know that they're not going to have to deal with them. It's the lower class, low middle class people that are going to have to be responsible for these illegal immigrants coming in and setting up and doing all this other stuff. Not only that, but you already have a segment that is in poverty and homeless that go to that have shelters and stuff like that. Now let's bring in more people and take other Americans that have been here, kick them out, and let's make beds for these guys that just came up from Honduras.
Yeah.
And yet the rich elite liberals are up in their mansions saying, come on, bring them in. Guys, you are so mean and hateful. But don't bring them up to the Hollywood Hills. Don't come up to Beverly Hills. I guarantee you, we were talking last week about having a bus, and we'll just take them right to Canada and drop them off. We'd give them a free ride from Texas or Arizona or California, wherever they're coming in at, right up to Canada, and drop them off free of charge. I even say this: if they want to stay in this United States and go through their due process, that's fine. Hop on the bus. We're going to take you to Beverly Hills. We're going to take you to Santa Barbara, and we're going to drop you off and actually we're going to take you up to Seattle and San Francisco and drop you off. Free of charge.
Hello, we're here.
Hello, everybody. You wanted us. We're here.
Hello, my. Babs. We have your guests here.
Oh. Somebody just starts singing a Barbra Streisand song.
I know.
It escaped me. But, oh, my, look, you guys can stay here, but I need you to dust over there. I need you to clean the windows, and you need to do my laundry, and go out there and clean my car.
And go clean the pool.
Yes. And
don't get in the pool, just clean the pool.
It'll be like Caddyshack. You get 2 minutes in the pool, and then you've got to get out and clean it.
You two looking like a couple of boobies.
So, that's my whole take on it. I know it's no matter which side that you fall on, whatever, right, wrong, but I get so sick and tired of these people that are filthy rich liberals, celebrities, musicians, even politicians that are telling us, let them in. Because while they're sitting there at their mansions that have a security gate around it, and they actually have security guards that they guard, that have guns.
Maxine Waters.
Right. That have guns that, which were supposedly they don't want to do away with guns, but they have guns. I don't understand that concept.
Because Maxine Waters she has the members of the new Black Panther Party,
right, protecting
with
her.
automatic weapons, with semi-automatic weapons, excuse me,
right,
guarding her. Whoa, what's that?
I thought we were supposed
no guns.
I think they're a part of the NRA too, probably. How about that one? That's all I'm saying. So, hey, if I hear one more person saying that they want these guys from Honduras or whatever to come up and bring them in the States while they wait due process, that's fine. Let's do it. Let them live at your house, and let's see how long it lasts. Let them live on your property. Oprah, you've got I think Oprah.
Yeah,
I've got baskets for everybody. She's got,
including some soap,
some shampoo, and some deodorant. Put this on, please.
Oh, and I got it. There's an orange for every one of you.
You all look famished. Have an orange.
Oh, and guess what we're having for dinner? Bread! Because I love bread. I love bread.
Bread and oranges. That's great.
But my thing is, they keep talking about, them making a contribution to this and the other. Look, so many of them, like 90% of them, they're low. I mean, I'm not trying to be an ass, but they're low-skilled employees. They're no skills. So when you come in, they're going to be either low-skilled jobs to where they're getting paid under the table,
Right.
or they're low-skilled where they get out getting paid squat. But the amount of support services that they use is like in the billions.
Right.
So it's like, okay, the contribution, and like I said, they shouldn't have. There's people that are doing it the correct way with, everybody's going to claim amnesty because they've already been coached for that.
Right.
So they're always, all of them are going to claim amnesty. Bullshit. So, you know what? You want to claim amnesty? Then claim it in Mexico.
Right.
They've already offered it to you.
Right. Or
Bastards. All right.
So anyway, we'll see what happens. Stay tuned. They're coming this way.
Yeah, there. As soon as we put that razor wire up and put those little electrodes on it.
Hey, Juanita, go over there and touch the wires. Yes, Pedro.
No, I don't want you to touch. Lay across so I can get over.
Come on, everybody, pile on. It's like a sacrificial lamb.
Oh,
that's
so
terrible.
Rude.
I know.
That is rude. All
That
right.
is rude. But could probably happen.
I'll guarantee it.
So,
all right.
Anyway.
Now let's go to our only topic because we spent a lot of stuff.
This is like the topics of. This is a perfect way to complete the show.
Bam! Oh, hold on. Don't cover it up. Bam! Oh. Okay, for those.
We're terrible. And this is Conformity Antidote, so I don't want anybody to complain.
You've been warned. So anybody that doesn't know what this is. Okay, so this is the Miss BumBum contest. This is down in Rio de Janeiro.
Of course
Brazil.
it is.
Yes.
Of course it is.
And so the the point of the Miss BumBum contest is to find the best
Booty.
Okay. So what they do is they parade around. They actually have what they call like firmness. So I want to be the guy that goes around and tests for firmness.
You've got you got a little dimple right here. It's a little soft on this side.
It is soft. Oh, let me see.
Smack.
Very firm. Oh, it's popping.
Pull my finger.
You farted in front of me.
Pull my
Sorry,
finger.
baby. I didn't know it was your turn. Okay. So
Oh my gosh!
So anyway,
This show just went right down the toilet. We're literally like.
oh, what the hell did you
I
do?
don't know.
What are you? Oh, get out of there. Here we go. What did you? What?
I think I did this. Go down.
All right, get that out. Get you out. Out.
Piss off.
Piss off. There we go.
There we go. All right. I'm not touching nothing at the moment.
Whew. Oh, go to favorites. Okay.
This is where the show went.
Oh, you didn't wipe very good.
That's
Point off.
That's a 5-point deduction for Hershey squirts.
Oh, I got too close to it too. Okay, so
let's finish the story here.
let's finish the story. So, Miss BumBum, Ellen Santana was crowned the winner of Miss BumBum. But however, okay, so if you see, oh wait a minute, let me get to my other screen. Bam. All right, so if you see Miss, oh there we go. That right there is Miss Santana, right there. I'm trying not to point to get
What are you pointing at?
Right I'm trying to go because it's hard to like. So that's just it. Now, she was crowned. However, at moments after she was declared the winner, she was physically stripped of her sash by, here we go, Miss Aline. There we go. That's Miss Aline Uva. Not uvula. UVA. Uva. Uvula. So
this is real.
It is real. So she got pissed off, and she tried to grab her sash, Miss Aline, because she said she's a 27-year-old massage therapist, and she said the competition was a farce. Oh, farce, not fart. She did say it was a farce, claiming that the winner's butt was surgically enhanced. She's cheating on the bum. She had bum implants.
I think you can inject.
Oh, and you get that too. Yep.
Yeah.
So she added, "I fulfilled all the rules of this game. My butt is real, but her butt is plastic. Miss BumBum is a farce. Today I could prove all of this. Your butt, your little skanky butt there. It's all fake. It's all fake. It's all ejectionist."
Look, I can mold it like silly putty.
Look.
She sticks her hand in it. It's like silly putty. All you see is the handprint. See, look. That
is my hand.
My hand.
That is my hand. Watch this. I shall bop. Look at the floor.
Look on the other side is the judge's nose when he was sitting there. You see a guy's nose and lips.
You see, he get too close and you cannot see. You can see it's indented in the buttocks.
All right, whose nose and lips are that? They're not mine.
Let me. Never mind. I won't go there. Anyway, so.
Oh, we didn't take a mold sample.
Okay, you feel mine. Feel mine. Yes. Oh, that's feeling that is all natural. That is 100% beauty.
Yes, it is.
So
a Botox. I wonder, can you do Botox injections?
Botox?
In the buttocks. Botox injection in the buttocks.
Botox. And you make it not.
Oh, I guess
collagen. It's a filler.
Yeah, it is
collagen. That's what you're talking about.
Yeah.
That is the collagen.
Hey.
That is your little raquette.
I could see it if she tried to put had a butt pad and she tried to paint it like flesh colored, and she went up and ripped the butt pad off.
As you see, that is not a real butt.
Look,
that is.
This is her butt right here, and then she got just like flat. She's like nothing going on back there.
So
I wonder who was one of the judges. Was Sir Mix-a-Lot?
I like big
butts in a can.
It was Sir Mix-a-Lot.
We can't.
Humpty Hump and. And so.
What was that one? Doing the butt.
Oh yeah. Oh, and so there is the winner of Miss BumBum.
Now
2018. Ellen Santana.
Yes. And we're looking now, cuz, yes. Again. We're terrible.
I know.
How does this play in the Me Too movement? See, we could never bring this here to the States.
Well, no. Now, what this is this makes this promotes strength in women. And because I can stand here with my bum out there
and say
this is me.
Yep, this is who I am.
Oh,
Jinx!
Sorry, Luke.
You knocked Luke over,
and then he hit your gong.
I know. I wonder if he did that on purpose.
Oh, and it's like, yeah, it's like there's so much strength in the. You know what? Here's what I'm saying.
What?
That right there is a role model for girls worldwide.
Absolutely, I agree with you. Congratulations.
Yes.
And
oh,
you know, and so. Oh, that's real.
That's
terrible,
not injections.
terrible.
I know real when I.
That's terrible. Yeah, that's terrible. But what's funny is how. All right, Brazil's got Miss BumBum, and which I love that name, by the way.
I know.
And here in the States, during them like Miss USA or whatever, they're. Oh, we don't want our girls running out in bathing suits and stuff because it's just so. We want them out there in pantsuits
and flannel
because that's you should be looking at their brains and not their body. It's a freaking Miss USA pageant. I can't
see her brains.
Yeah, and as a matter of fact, half of them, if you listen to them talk. Miss USA is the best thing they got going for them because I'm going to tell you right now, they ain't going to be no rocket science. Miss Illinois, if you become USA, the world's poverty out there, what do you really, what can we do to feed the hungry? Give them some food. I don't know. I personally just eat like a lettuce, a little salad a day. Because I'm just trying to, watch my figure.
Yes.
And I think if we just gave everybody some lettuce, and I think that would be my contribution to feeding the pot. Okay, you're a dumb bitch. Show me your boobs.
No, excuse me. We don't do that anymore.
I know, we don't do that anymore.
They get off the stage.
Get off! But it is. What would they do? I don't know.
I'm going to play the violin while doing. I'm going to play Yankee Doodle Dandy by doing tap dance.
Play the violin.
Get off.
Get on the stage. Where's Miss BumBum? And it's funny is we talk about the Me Too and stuff like that, and I think their poster person should be Stormy Daniels. Yeah,
Miss BumBum, 2018. Ellen Santana.
Yes, congratulations, by the way. And I don't see what the problem is. I don't see why Uva. I wonder. Okay, is that her real name?
It is. It's Alina. Alina Uva. Aline Uva. UVA. Now it's probably a
Mulva.
Mulva.
From her Seinfeld.
She sounds like a female body part. Mulva.
Oh, a Mulva?
No, Dolores.
That was great.
Okay. One more time. Miss BumBum 2018. Ellen Santana. Hold on when I look at her.
Now let me ask you this.
Yes.
If she was in the caravan,
yes,
would you let her come in?
Her?
Yes.
Oh, hell yeah. All the rest of them.
But her? Come on in.
Come right in. Open the gates. Open the gates. Okay. All right. We're at time, and we've gone.
We're done.
South.
We started off here with a little Veterans Day tribute and stuff and stories, and we went right to
the toilet.
Yep. We circled down.
Yes. So. All right. So. All right. This was a episode of stupidity.
Yes.
Except for the veteran stuff.
Yes. We wanted to do this a little lighthearted show for Veterans Day to all of our veterans. And again, I guess in closing, this is Tech C. Thank you everybody for watching. see us again next week. And there again, thanks all of our vets. And thank everybody that supports us and our veterans, family, friends, and everybody. You guys are fantastic. So, and those of you that are struggling out there, PTSD or whatever, bro, we're behind your brothers and sisters. So keep fighting the good fight.
Yep.
We're with you.
And like I said, you can always contact us if you need somebody to talk to.
Yes.
Because we've been we're still there.
We're still there.
We're still there.
I'm in therapy at least once a week. So.
And I'm in therapy because Tex
put you in there.
Put me in therapy.
Yes. So.
All right. So just real quick, I know even Tex brought it up because we talk about current events, talking about like the Florida elections and stuff. It's just so much to get into. We just couldn't spend any time on it because it would require a crap load. Yeah, the election down in Florida with all the ballot stuff's bullshit.
We'll see. You know what? By next weekend's show, we hopefully will know a little bit more, so we'll address it then.
Bam. Exactly. So this is Cuz saying good night. And thanks for everybody's support. I saw in a couple of shares. We had some shares going on.
Thank you.
Keep that up. Just share it all around. Even people you hate. Share it with them.
We love to hate. We hate to love.
That's what keeps me warm. I told you. All right.
So
God bless everybody.
Yes, God bless.
We love
you. And in closing.
Hold on. Oh, yep. Go ahead.
In closing.
Shaniqua.
Shuggy.